What is going on, guys? Your boy GMG. We're back with another video, and this is huge news to me. I wanted to touch base on this earlier this morning. Unfortunately, I was at work when this happened. When I first heard the news, it was about Square Enix partnering up with Marvel to make a multi-game series based on the Avengers, and they're using both Crystal Dynamics, which is the studio behind Tomb Raider, and then you also have Eidos Montreal, if I'm saying their name, Eidos Montreal, which is behind the Deus Ex franchise. There's nothing more better than the combination. You know, I'm not a fan of the Deus Ex franchise, but I've heard great things about their game. I am a huge fan of Tomb Raider, and I've seen the development of Tomb Raider over the years and seen the last two Tomb Raiders, which I am an absolute big fan of. I finished beating the Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC, and that game is amazing. So to see Crystal Dynamics and to see Eidos Montreal, and I'm gonna just continue to say Eidos Montreal, seeing that they're teaming up together, I don't know if they're gonna combine, they're together in one game, but I do know that both of them came forth and they're gonna do a multi-game franchise. So this means we're gonna see games every year or every 2 years or so, similar to what EA is doing with the Battlefield franchise or Star Wars, where every year you're gonna either have Visceral Games, EA Dice, and I forgot what's the other studio, forgive me for that, but this is big news, and I actually want to watch the Avengers project trailer. I want to see this because it was very quick. I was working, I wasn't able to concentrate on it, but I want to see this real quick, go over the article that came out earlier today, and then just continue on to as to why this is huge for people like myself and fans of just either Square Enix and Marvel together. So let's go ahead, let's watch this. I have the link to the original video in the description, and let's get it on. So let's just see this real quick. It's just an announcement trailer. It says the Avengers project announcement trailer. So take this all like not to see action or anything, but just to see this, basically this partnership together within the two companies.
They say the time of heroes is over. That if you're different, you're dangerous.
I had to rewatch this again. We got Thor's hammer.
But I know the truth.
Iron Man.
The
Eidos
world
Montreal.
will always need heroes.
Captain America.
We just need to reassemble.
All right, that's it. Like, that's it. So, like I said, I just wanted to real quick go over this with you guys. Now, have you seen at the very end it says #reassemble, just bringing forth the team together? I don't know. There's nothing really much for me to say what I think is gonna happen. It seems like they're gonna bring everybody together. It seemed like there was some destruction going on, just something small. It was like a small teaser, but I don't want to go in depth with that. But I want to say this is huge news. The reason why this is huge is because, for one, I can't sit here and say that I cannot rely on Square Enix. I mean, Square Enix has delivered us a great library of games, from Kingdom Hearts to the Final Fantasy series, which I can't even speak too much highly on Final Fantasy, but I know tons of Final Fantasy fans. We have the Deus Ex franchise, which I wasn't a fan of. We also have the Hitman franchise, which I used to be a fan of. I wasn't a fan of the latest one that just launched. And they got several other games, including Tomb Raider. And to see that the team came together with a partnership, I don't think there would have been any other or a better team. You know, you have Rocksteady, which is working on Batman. And I think because of Batman, the success of the Batman franchise, and to see that Insomniac Games is working on a Spider-Man, it was more like, yo, we need this, you know? And they're giving us a game we want. We wanted more Marvel games. We wanted games. There was multiple times I've said in videos, multiple times in the GMG show, where we all spoke on the behalf of what characters, what games would we like to see from what character, what studio would we like to see, and it caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would never expect Square Enix to take this project. This is gonna be a huge project for them. I remember talking to Prophecy earlier today along with King Dub, and he said it's impossible for them to mess this up. And at first I was confused as to, like, though, anything is possible. You could mess up a game. But I think he means because the establishment and the success of the Avengers, there is already a story. There is something here of the Avengers. All you have to do is put it on paper, put it in the game, and just try to make the best of it. My take was, you know, I hope Square Enix doesn't mess up the game. I hope there's stuff in the game that allows it to be a fun experience and makes sense when you play this game, as well as telling the story the right way, or however they're gonna tell the story in the game. So for me personally, this is huge, man. And I don't know, it's so difficult. I don't know what else there to say. Also, it states here that the next Avengers film is Infinity War and is due to come out next year, May. So there's a lot to happen here, and I'm just glad that studios is taking this into consideration and took on this project. This is a huge project. And you know, there's not many studios I trust or developers I trust to take on leads, such as like if they were making an Avengers game or Spider-Man. Look at what Activision did with Spider-Man, you know. So I don't want no one else dealing with Batman like Rocksteady. I think they can hold it down with the Batman franchise. I wouldn't want any other studio to take over that. So when I hear stuff like this, it just makes me just so happy, because I wouldn't expect Rockstar to take over this project. I would never expect Naughty Dog to. So it led me to like, who else? I wouldn't want EA to take over, and I would not want Ubisoft to take over this project. So I'm just so happy that at least Square Enix, I could trust Square Enix. I love their library of games. But real question is, I know a lot of you guys are Marvel and DC fans, so if you are, let me know what you guys think about this, because once again, this is huge news. This is something we've been wanting for years in game development. So please drop your comments, even if you have any thought of what this game might even be about in terms of gameplay style, mechanics, fucking story, or how a multiplayer, if there's possibly multiplayer. But yeah, drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, your boy 3MG, and we out. Peace.